Hey guys, my name is Love Uffot. I am a creative producer here in New York, and what that means is I am the organizer of creative ideas and I am the one who makes them happen. So when we're brainstorming a campaign, event, or photo shoot, it's my job to hear all of the ideas and organize how we're going to make those happen, depending on the budget, obviously. But I wanted to talk to you about some self-healing things that I do during any kind of chaotic moment in my life. And production is chaotic. It's just a lot of project managing, dealing with a lot of personalities, and managing expectations, when things go wrong or before they go wrong, seeing a lot of things happen, or preventing a lot of things from happening is pretty much my job, So I am a firefighter in advertising, and I want to help people and you move through chaos smoothly, because it's when we go inside that we are able to heal ourselves and we're able to really solve problems. And right now there's a lot of problems to solve, and it starts with ourselves. So I have been focusing on self-healing quite a bit, because it's helped me with my anxiety. It's helped me with all of the tension that life brings. The city's tough, and it's both inspiring and eventful, but it's a hustle and flow. So to flow through a city like this, you have to check yourself. So having to deal with trauma in the outside world has been setting off a lot of buried triggers inside of us. So I've always found that creative writing, journaling, honestly, even if you're doodling, I find that very helpful when you're just putting whatever's in your head onto a piece of paper. Once you connect pen to paper, your thoughts are released. You free up room in your mind to help you heal your body. We forget that our thoughts are so connected to our body unconsciously, and I want to help with whatever it is that's attacking your mental health or causing you mental harm. I know writing is a very big tool in getting through that. And I wrote a lot of this down because I can be a little all over the place sometimes. So with this creative exercise, all you need is a pen and a journal that is yours and yours only. I tend to go for red journals or notebooks that, fold open well so I can write. But you need a notebook that is just yours. It's where you go, and it's you talking to yourself or whoever it is you want to address the notes to. And I tend to purchase red journals. I have been writing since I was a kid, and red used to be, seen as this bull color. It's like a trigger color, and it's also bold. It's also sexy. It can also be silly, but it's really tied to a lot of blood and a lot of pain. So I tend to buy red notebooks because I see that color. It stands out. It won't get lost. But I also tie it to seeing something that was supposed to be painful, but now has been very healing for me. So you can choose whatever color you want, and just make sure you hold on to it and put it in a safe place. But before I do any kind of writing, I take time to do a bit of Yin Yoga. And Yin Yoga is a practice that I found out about, which is stretching, because yoga for me is counterintuitive. It's actually very stressful for me because I'm over here watching, all of these people do all of these poses that I look like I can do because I'm slim and slender, but not so much. And I really, when I'm doing yoga, I just want to relax. So mind over matter is Yin Yoga. Every stretch is 5 minutes. Yes, 5 minutes. It is intense in the first 2 minutes, but then it moves you through that trauma of that stretch, and then it gets you to a very calm place, which is why I connect it to writing, because it's the same feeling. So right now, just like even check in with your shoulders. Like when's the last time you checked in with your shoulders? Because they stay up here and they're supposed to be down here, and it helps us remind ourselves that our head is connected to our neck to our shoulders, our torso holds in our heart, our lungs, our spine is back here. I'm not going to go through the anatomy, but you know what it is. So if you will, just join me in saying hello to your shoulders by crossing over your arms and your hands. I do not know how to describe this, but you know what it is. And just bring your arms up and bring your hands away from your face. And right now, this can be intense for you. Make sure you check in with your shoulders and just drop them. Check in with your face, drop your jaw, relax your eyes, relax your face. Don't forget about your arms, bring them up, away from your face, drop your shoulders and breathe. You can breathe in as deep or as calm as you need to be right now. We're just going to hold it here. And don't worry, we're not going to hold it for 5 minutes. This is just an intro to writing stretch. You can move your head around if you need to. Just pay attention to your breath. Drop our arms slowly. Shake it out. And cross over the other side. Bring your arms up, hands away from your face. Hold on to that. Drop your shoulders. Breathe into it. Remember, this is not a time for your face to be lifted. Please drop it. Let go of your stomach, drop your hips. Breathe into it. Breathe into your stomach as well. No six-pack needed in this stretch. If you're feeling a little tense, remember to drop your shoulders. And if this is too intense for you, you can even just drop your arms and then bring your head down into your chest. And breathe into that. And slowly unravel that guy and shake it out. And that is what I do before I write. So to walk you into the writing process, I want you to just work through what has just happened. Where did your mind just come from? What are your shoulders telling you? When you make a mistake, when you are writing, try to be very forgiving to yourself. If you're like me and very OCD with neatness, this isn't the time for that. This is the time to just scratch it out with 1 to 3 lines and keep on moving. Don't tear out the page. Our brain is still miraculous, even in its errors. I have brain glitches when I'm writing, and I completely write something other than what I was supposed to be saying, and I look at it and I'm like, where did that come from? Just scratch it out, keep on moving, train of thought. I even write little notes to myself and I'm like, whoops, what was that? I write down the song that's playing at the time, because I love curating playlists, because a mood and a vibe are so important in your day-to-day life. When you leave the house, when you come back home, what is that mood, what is that vibe? So I curate playlists to keep me in this safe space when I leave my home, and you just continue this habit until you're complete with the journal, and then you move on to another one. I have journals from when I was very young. I don't know where they are. I'm sure my mom has them, maybe she does. But she's in Nigeria, so who knows? And just make sure that you're keeping this memoir for yourself. If someone was reading you, what would it say? If you were reading you, what would it say? What would you say to self? You know, I write down the song that's playing at the time so I can put myself back into that room or that space. I write for myself about 2 to 3 times a week. And now some days a bit more. Sometimes within the day I'm writing, you know, in the morning or in the evening or both, you know, because there's just so much happening in the world right now, and we have to be able to take a little corner of this universe for us. And it's very important that we don't let it be, you know, don't let anyone else interrupt you. Make sure that, you know, you can even do this in the park, you know, but if you're one of those people that gets to the park and gets distracted by what others are doing, maybe it's not the safe space for you, you know, or you could get there and write down your distractions, you know. So you sort of have to create this curriculum for yourself, but it's for you. So it's meant to be fun. It's not a task, you know, it's when you take a break. And when you do take that break, always remember your heart, remember your chest, remember your shoulders, remember everything, all the muscles that are moving around, and remember that you are just one person. You know, we tend to put the weight of the world on our shoulders, or it's been placed on us, you know, and we need to remove it. This is your moment to take that world off. Drop your shoulders. They don't need to be strong right now. Drop your face, drop your stomach, drop your hips, drop everything, and just feel yourself. You know, you were here. You were sitting, you were standing, you were doing whatever you were doing, you were here. And if you have any questions, I'm here. And if you need any inspirations, if you need any cool music, you know, you might be a little ahead of the game than me, but I keep up with the Joneses, you know what I mean? I have old school to new school. It's all good. I love music. So I am here if you need me.